Hi YouTube and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be giving you my top 10 Isekai anime list. At number 10 we have Mao Summer Retry. In this one the main character is a regular guy who works at a company that manages online game. He plays the game as his character Mao, but one day he gets pulled into the game where he is his fantasy world's character. There he is the Dark Lord, and many go out their way on a journey to try to defeat him. He starts up trouble everywhere he goes. At number 9, we have Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. And this one, the main character gets kidnapped because his parents sell him away. And he becomes the grandson of the great demon. And his now grandpa doubts him like crazy. Then he begins to go to the school that his grandpa serves as the chair and finds out that the rest of the students are demons. Now he has to protect this secret that he's a human without letting others find out, or there will be lots of trouble. At number 8, we have No Game, No Life. And this one, the main characters are talented legendary gamers who are known as to be the undefeatable. Then they meet this guy who is claiming to be one's lord. And then they come into this game world where they have to use tactics and their brain to win, in which they always do. At number 7, we have Scheming Moonlight Fantasy. In this one, the main character is an average teen who was suddenly summoned into another world as a hero, but the goddess of the world claimed that he was ugly and the hero status was taken away from him. And he was sent to the end of the world. In a wasteland, he meets dragons, spiders, and more. The main character is very talented at using magic and fighting, and has many great encounters on his long journey. At number 6, we have Kimono Michi Rise Up. In this one, the main character is a professional wrestler and animal lover, and he is suddenly summoned into another world. Greeted by the princess, she requests him to get rid of all the evil beasts that's roaming the world. Outraged, he was asked to kill monsters. He suplexed the princess. Unable to go back to Earth, he decides to live a peaceful life and manage a monster pet shop. At number 5, we have Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. And this one, a 34-year-old loser was kicked out of his home by his family and realized that his life is completely worthless and over. As he regrets wasting his life, a truck runs him over and he dies. He wakes up in another world where there is sword and sorcery. Reborn as a baby, he decides this time he'll live a life that he won't regret. At number 4, we have Konosuba, and this God's blessing on this wonderful world. And this one, the main character gets into a traffic accident. Disappointingly, brief life was over. But he wakes up to see a beautiful girl right next to him. She claims to be a goddess and asks if he would like to go to another world and he can bring one thing with him. He asks if he could bring her, and then he brought her, and then they were transported to a world ruled by the Demon King. Now the main character wants to live a peaceful life, but the goddess wants him to defeat the Demon King. At number 3, we have The Rising of the Shield Hero. In this one, the main character finds a book in a library that summons him into another world. He is tasked with joining the sword, spear, and bow as one of the 4 cardinal heroes and fighting the waves of catastrophe as the shield hero. Excited by the prospect of a grand adventure, he sets off with a party that he finds. However, a few days later, he is betrayed and loses all his money, dignity, and respect. Unable to trust anyone anymore, he employs Slave, takes on the wave with her. He also found more teammates later on. At number 2, we have Black Summoner. In this one, the main character finds himself in another world with a goddess as his servant and a god. He no longer has memories of his previous life because he's traded them to have advanced magic skills of a summoner. But first he has to start off his new life as a common adventurer to avoid drawing too much attention to himself. At number 1, we have High School Prodigies Have It Easy, even in another world. In this one, 7 high school students are involved in an airplane crash. When they woke up, they found themselves in another world where there is magic and beastmen. Of course, they panicked, but they calmed down and created a power plane, but they don't have electricity in this world, so they had to do a little extra work. And they took over a lot of the economic control. Then they repaid their gratitude to the citizens who took them in by ending a corrupt government. This one is basically about prodigies being thrown into a different world where technology doesn't exist yet. Thank you, YouTube, for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment below which list you think I should do next. Y'all have a good day.